Welcome to Whispers. Justice begets peace. No justice, no peace. If there is justice in the land, there will surely be peaceful war. What kind of social or political engineering can be executed in a country that has been set adrift by politically motivated ethnic tension? Nigeria is today being pulled in different directions by forces that may seem beyond it, but which are actually within manageable limits if only those invested with the authority to act will do just that. It is little or no consolidation to say that we have been here before. What is happening right now reminds one of those moments of our not so recent history when everyone seemed to be for themselves while God is for all of us. While Nigeria runs a rigid, centrally controlled government, that center seems not to be too concerned about the brouhaha that surrounds it. The hullabaloo that surrounds it indeed. Abuja, the presidency, or the president appears more inclined to watch from the sidelines as things spiral out of control. Again, it is not as if this is entirely new territory. We have been here before. The present status, or that state in which Abuja looks on as a bystander while Nigerians from and of different constituents tackle one another, is the defining character of the APC-led administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Rather than it taking one decisive stance, making a conspicuously unambiguous statement on where it stands on the ongoing debate concerning cattle herders or some fringe groups among them that have found the business of kidnapping and rape more lucrative than the honest, but no doubt the outmoded business of grazing cattle from one end of the country to another. The center has decided to play the ostrich, either bearing its head or averting its gaze, as if by so doing the problem it fears will disappear. Nigerians from different parts of the country are viewing the silence from the center as complicity in acts of criminality. While Nigerians poke their fingers in each other's face and dance to the drumbeats of war, it is the state governors themselves, unbiased players in the smothering war games, that are left to resolve things the way it seems good to them. Rhetorically, described as chief security officers of the state governors can hardly secure their own place of residence. When things come to a head, they can be placed under house arrest and prevented from leaving their homes by the same commissioners of police that sit as members of the state cabinet while executing orders from above. Again, that is not anything new. We have seen it in different guises under the current dispensation of our political journey as a country under democratic rule. The mountain challenges the governors are called upon to manage are mostly about security. Yet, beyond the security votes that many of them routinely collect and promptly put in put to other personal uses, where the less dishonest of them are spending them to equip and empower the police among other security agencies, where they are not spending their security votes to buy patrol vans and construct police stations. State governors are mere lame dogs, condemned to wring their hands in pain, unable to act where the security of the state is concerned. But they are, nevertheless, stepping up where Abuja, symbolized by President Buhari, has been stepping back, save issuing through the presidency periodically dear but ineffectual warning that many more Nigerians are learning to ignore. Of what uses are warnings that are not backed by or contradicted by actions? What are Nigerians to learn from the empty threats of Abuja to deal with anyone stoking the embers of ethnic tension, where the body language of Abuja is that of an ethnic champion? Femi Adesina has told Nigerians that asking President Buhari to speak up either way on the tense situation created by criminal herdsmen and hysteric Nigerians who see themselves as victims of the others amounts to making a talkative out of the president. This is for a president that has sealed off all other avenues of communicating with Nigerians that his predecessors exploited to their advantage. Which kind of leader forgoes the opportunity to address and thereby allay the concerns of those over whom he rules? What is being talkative about condemning the criminal acts of bandits and their overtly suspicious victims or adversaries? What started among free groups that operate mainly in forests and lonely highways is now playing out in the heart of the city, like Nigerians saw amongst the Hausa and Yoruba traders in Shasha markets, Eleyele local government area of Oyo State. How could a little dispute over the disposal of waste or a fight between two people snowball into an ethnic battle between members of two elsewhere friendly groups? The suspicion that some Nigerians have that the Fulani are out to lord things over them, buoyed by the idea, as some have argued, that there is a president of Fulani extraction that will protect them, is probably being extended to all Northerners and making some Nigerians less patient to tolerate certain behaviors. However, ordinary but now invested with great significance that could have been ignored. State governors have become key players on security issues that are well beyond their babes. But since President Buhari has elected not to be talkative, all kinds of rascals are exploiting his silence to spread hate. Simplistic as it may sound, even though it's appearing more difficult to do. All that was needed for all this tension to have dissolved before now was for President Muhammadu Buhari to have spoken up in a very loud and clear words, condemning the criminal activities of rape, arson, and murder by French elements who just happened to be Fulani. By refusing to speak while individuals acting in the name of presidency rise to explain or justify these criminal acts, the president has allowed a festering soul to grow into a cancerous wound that is now furring the edges of the country's tenuous unity. Ethnic nationalists from the south of Nigeria are rising by the day and are riding the crest of public acclaim, no thanks to the uncontrolled, virile, and triumphant boasts of murderous spokespersons like Khalil Sansela of the Miyetti Allah Katore, with the active support of Bala Muhammad, who as the governor of Bauchi makes an invidious case for the cattle herders to be allowed to bear arms. Bala Muhammad, who as governor of Bauchi makes an invidious case for the cattle herders to be allowed to bear arms, the same arms they've been accused of using to pacify farmers and others whose farms and communities are sacked with impunity. Even the Nigerian Immigration Service, like other security agencies, taking their cue from Abuja, now wants Nigerians to disbelieve the evidence of their own eyes that cattle herders bear arms. Where there is no justice, there can't be peace. So there you have it, guys. Justice becomes peace. I'll just leave this here until I come your way again. Bye.